On January 1st, 2025, Beijing made a move that sent shockwaves through the global silver market. China placed silver under state trading export controls. In plain terms, they told the world, our silver supply is off limits. Analysts immediately predicted shortages. Industrial manufacturers braced for disruption, and silver prices began to climb. By October 2025, just 9 months later, China did the unthinkable. They exported 660 tons of silver in a single month, the largest export volume on record, to the very market they were supposedly cutting off. This wasn't a gradual policy shift. It wasn't a minor relaxation. This was an emergency. Dumb pundit spectacularly failed. Despite flooding the market, silver prices didn't fall. They surged. By December 2025, spot silver hit $66.21 per ounce, a new all-time high. What happened? Why did China reverse course so dramatically? And why didn't it stabilize prices? To understand, we need to rewind to January 2025 and unpack the policy, the incentives, and the structural realities behind China's actions. China's Ministry of Commerce announced that silver exports would require state approval, similar to the framework for rare earth metals. In effect, Beijing could turn the export tap on or off at will. Analysts interpreted this as a move to prioritize domestic needs, particularly for the solar panel industry, which produces more than 80% of the world's panels. Each panel requires roughly 20 grams of silver paste for electrical contacts. With record solar capacity coming online in 2025, many expected China to hoard every ounce. Instead, by October, China flooded the London market with 660 tons of silver, more than doubly its monthly 5-year average of 310 tons. This wasn't policy pragmatism. It was panic. The root causes revealed in Shanghai stockpile data. From January 2021 to December 2025, visible silver inventories on the Shanghai futures exchange plummeted from 3,910 tons to 780 tons, a 75% reduction. China wasn't hoarding silver for strategic advantage. It was running out. The London market was experiencing a physical squeeze. Buyers paid massive premiums just to secure delivery, making it impossible for China to ignore the demand. Shanghai silver was already trading at a 15% premium over Western prices in early 2025, reflecting both import taxes and tight domestic availability. When London offered even higher premiums, exporting became unavoidable. Analysts like Daniel G.Y. from TD Securities summarized the situation. China's emergency exports were about keeping the global pricing mechanism from disintegrating. It was damage control, not strategy. The London silver market, the largest over-the-counter precious metals market, experienced a historic squeeze. Rising exports from China, combined with robust industrial demand, made metals scarce. Delivery premiums skyrocketed. Even after the 660-ton emergency dump, silver prices kept climbing. By November 26, 2025, spot silver traded above $52 per ounce. By December 18th, it hit $66.21, shattering historical records. China's attempt to stabilize the market failed because the structural supply-demand imbalance was too severe. Industrial demand from solar panels, electric vehicles, and data centers was so strong that even emergency stockpile releases couldn't satisfy it. The silver crisis deepens October 2025 to early 2026 emergency. Measures and market reactions. By October 2025, the scale of the silver shortage became impossible to ignore. China's 660-ton export to London, intended as a one-off emergency measure, did little to alleviate market pressure. Premiums for physical silver delivery in London, Shanghai, and New York. Traders observed delivery delays stretching 2 to 3 weeks, and some cases a sign that paper markets were losing control and physical scarcity had taken over. The Shanghai Futures Exchange maintained a 15% premium over London prices throughout 2025. India's domestic futures, reflecting local shortages and industrial demand, displayed even higher premiums. These figures made it clear the market was entering a structural supply crisis, not a temporary squeeze. Emergency measures revealed one critical fact. China was bleeding its stockpiles to maintain global market functionality. But this relief was temporary. Shanghai stockpiles were collapsing faster than imports could replenish them. With only 780 tons left by mid-December 2025, the market faced a very narrow buffer, roughly 2 weeks of visible supply. The structural deficit in industrial demand, the core of the crisis, is not policy, it is PC. Silver has unique properties that make it irreplaceable across key industries. Solar panels. Silver paste ensures high-efficiency electrical conduction. Copper substitutes reduce performance by 20 to 30%. High-frequency electronics. Silver's electrical conductivity is unmatched. Aluminum or copper introduces prohibitive resistance. Medical applications. Antimicrobial silver is essential. Substitutes increase infection risk. EVs and data centers. Every component relies on silver for reliable electrical performance. In short, industrial demand is in. Even massive emergency releases cannot offset structural shortages. The Shanghai drawdown, India's import surge, and rising global deficits demonstrate this mismatch quantitatively. China's annual silver consumption, 19,000 tons, 2024. China's production, 3,300 tons. Deficit, 15,700 tons annually. Have you ever wondered what the world will look like as we age? Not just for us, but for society as a whole. We often hear about the challenges of an aging population. But what if I told you the future is not just gray, it's silver? Welcome to the silver future. A look at what life could be like from 2026 and beyond. Let's start with healthcare. Forget long waits and impersonal appointments. By the late 2020s, healthcare is becoming deeply personal and proactive. Imagine this. You wake up and a small, non-invasive sensor you wear has already monitored your vitals overnight. It flags a slight irregularity in your heart rhythm and automatically schedules a telehealth consultation with your doctor. Before you've even had your morning coffee, your health is being managed. This isn't science fiction. It's the convergence of AI, wearable tech, and preventative medicine. Doctors will have access to a continuous stream of data, allowing them to spot potential issues months or even years in advance, shifting the focus from treatment to prevention. Chronic conditions like diabetes or hypertension will be managed with incredible precision, thanks to smart devices that adjust medication or suggest dietary changes in real time. This means more independence, better quality of life, and less time spent in hospitals. Now, let's talk about our homes. The concept of the smart home is evolving into the caring home. Your living space will be an active partner in your well-being. Voice-activated assistants will do more than just play music. They'll remind you to take your medication, help you order groceries, and even notice changes in your speech patterns that might signal a health concern. Floors with built-in sensors can detect a fall and automatically alert family members or emergency services. Smart lighting will adjust throughout the day to support your natural sleep cycle, and your kitchen appliances will suggest recipes based on your dietary needs. The goal here isn't to make us lazy. It's to remove daily frictions and create a safe, supportive environment that allows older adults to live independently and with dignity for as long as possible. The home becomes a sanctuary of support, not a place of limitation. But what about staying connected? Loneliness is a huge issue for many, but technology is building new bridges. Virtual and augmented reality will completely change how we interact. Imagine putting on a pair of lightweight glasses and instantly being in the same room as your grandkids who live across the country. You could read them a bedtime story or play a game together as if you were right there. Virtual reality won't just be for family. It will open up a world of experiences. You could join a virtual book club with people from around the globe, take a guided tour of the Louvre, or even attend a live concert from the comfort of your living room. Social platforms designed specifically for older adults will foster communities based on shared hobbies and interests, creating vibrant networks of friendship and support that transcend physical distance. The future of social connection is about creating shared experiences, no matter where you are. Work and retirement are also getting a major redesign. The idea of a hard stop at age 65 is becoming a thing of the past. The silver economy is booming, recognizing the immense value and experience that older adults bring to the workforce. Flexible work arrangements, remote opportunities, and project-based roles will become the norm. Companies will actively seek out the wisdom and mentorship of seasoned professionals. But it's not just about traditional work. We'll see a surge in encore careers, where people pursue a passion they've always dreamed of, whether it's starting a small business, consulting, or dedicating their time to a social cause. Lifelong learning will be key. Online platforms will offer accessible courses on everything from coding to creative writing, allowing people to constantly upskill and reinvent themselves at any age. Retirement will no longer be an end, but a transition to a new, purposeful chapter. Of course, mobility is a cornerstone of independence. The rise of autonomous vehicles will be a game changer for older adults. Imagine a world where you can summon a self-driving car to take you to a doctor's appointment, visit friends, or go on a day trip without ever having to worry about driving, parking, or navigating traffic. This technology will restore a level of freedom that is often lost when driving is no longer a safe option. Public transport will also become more accessible, with smart apps that provide real-time information and personalized route planning for those with mobility challenges. Cities will be redesigned with wider sidewalks, more green spaces, and community hubs that are easily reachable on foot or by accessible transport, fostering more active and engaged communities for all ages. And let's not forget the power of robotics. We're not talking about clunky, metallic humanoids. We're talking about assistive robots that become part of the family. A companion robot could help with household chores, carry heavy items, and even provide a sense of companionship, engaging in conversation and playing games. These robots will be designed with empathy, able to read emotional cues and respond in a supportive way. For those with more significant physical needs, robotic exoskeletons could provide support for walking and movement, enhancing strength and stability. These technologies are not about replacing human contact, but about supplementing it, providing practical help that enables richer human relationships. So, the silver future is not something to be feared. It's a future where technology serves humanity, where age is a source of wisdom, and where life continues to be full of purpose, connection, and joy. The years from 2026 onward represent a fundamental shift in how we view aging, not as a decline, but as a different, valuable stage of life. We are on the brink of creating a world that is more inclusive, supportive, and exciting for people of all ages. The future is bright, and it's silver. Thanks so much for watching. If this vision of the future excites you, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what future innovation you're most looking forward to. See you in the next one.